Let me break this down for you in pure, unfiltered truth. You want the money? You want the power? You want the life others only dream about? Then wake the hell up. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care if you're tired, if you're scared, or if you had a bad day. The game rewards action, period. Every second you waste is another second someone else is out there grinding, stacking, and winning while you're stuck in the same place making the same excuses. Laziness is a disease, and poverty is the symptom. You think the rich got there by luck, by chance? No. They moved while you hesitated. They sacrificed while you slept in. They took hits, got back up, and kept pushing while you quit at the first sign of struggle. You want the rewards? You want the freedom? Then you pay the price. No shortcuts, no handouts, just work. Let's be real. Comfort is your biggest enemy. That couch, that phone, that instant gratification, that's what's keeping you broke. Winners don't live for today, they build for tomorrow. They say no to distractions, no to weakness, no to anything that doesn't move them forward. Meanwhile, you're stuck in the same loop, wondering why nothing changes. Newsflash, nothing changes if you don't change. You think success is some mystical thing only a few can touch? Wrong. It's simple math. Outwork, outthink, outlast. The market doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're not in the mood. It only responds to value, and value comes from effort. No effort, no results. It's that simple. You don't get to skip the grind and still win. That's not how this works. And let's talk about time, because it's running out. Every day you delay is another day you'll never get back. The clock doesn't stop, and the competition sure as hell isn't waiting for you. You want to look back in 5 years and still be in the same place? Keep doing what you're doing. Or you can decide right now that enough is enough, that you're done being average, that you're done settling for less than you deserve. This is your wake-up call. No more, I'll start tomorrow. No more, it's too hard. No more blaming the world for your lack of hustle. The door is open, but you've got to walk through it. No one's coming to save you. No one's handing you a golden ticket. It's on you. Your life, your choices, your consequences. Laziness keeps you broke. Action builds empires. Which side of history do you want to be on? Every morning you hit snooze instead of seizing the day, you're making a choice. That extra hour of sleep, that's not rest, that's surrender. The top 1% aren't there because they're lucky. They're there because when normal people are sleeping, they're working. When average folks are relaxing, they're grinding. And every time you choose comfort over effort, you're voting for struggle later. Poverty isn't something that happens to you. It's something you allow. Look around at anyone winning in life. They didn't get there by accident. They made decision after decision to outwork everyone else. While you're debating whether to start today or tomorrow, they've already put in 3 hours of work before breakfast. That's the difference between building wealth and begging for scraps. Your bank account is nothing but a scoreboard of your life's choices. Empty wallet? That's the universe telling you your effort doesn't match your ambition. Money flows to value, and value comes from work, real work, not just showing up. You think billionaires got rich watching Netflix all day? They sacrificed what weak people wouldn't to gain what average people never will. Excuses are the currency of losers. I don't have time means you don't want it bad enough. It's too hard means you too soft. Every legend in history faced the same 24 hours you get. They just didn't waste them complaining. The path to wealth is simple. Work when others won't, so you can live like others can't. But simple doesn't mean easy. Comfort is poverty's best friend. That cozy bed, that familiar routine, that safe little bubble you live in, that's what's keeping you broke. Growth happens outside your comfort zone, but most people would rather stay comfortable than get rich. Then they wonder why life keeps passing them by. Newsflash, the world doesn't care about your feelings. It only responds to action. Time is the great equalizer. We all get the same 24 hours, but winners use theirs like gold, while losers waste theirs like it's unlimited. 5 years from now, you'll be exactly where your daily habits take you. Still broke, still struggling, Look at what you're doing right now. That's why. Change your routine, change your life, or stay the same and stay broke. Your choice. This is the brutal truth they don't teach in school. Poverty is the bill you pay for choosing laziness. Every shortcut you take today becomes a roadblock tomorrow. The grind isn't optional. It's the price of admission to a better life. Pay it now through discipline, or pay forever through regret. The choice is yours, but choose wisely. Because the market doesn't care about your excuses, only your results. And let's get one thing straight. Nobody cares about your excuses. The world doesn't owe you a damn thing. You think the universe is sitting around waiting to hand you success because you deserve it? Wake up. The market doesn't care about your sob story, your bad luck, or how unfair life is. It only responds to one thing: action. Winners don't sit around crying about their circumstances. They change them. They don't wait for permission. They take what's theirs. And if you're still making excuses instead of moves, you've already lost. You want to know why most people stay broke? Because they'd rather explain why they can't than figure out how they can. I don't have enough time. I don't have the right connections. I don't know where to start. Listen closely. Those aren't reasons, they're excuses. And excuses are the language of losers. The top 1% didn't get there because they had perfect conditions. They got there because they made it happen no matter what. No resources, they found them. No knowledge, they learned. No opportunities, they created them. What's your excuse? Let me break it down for you. In terms even the laziest person can understand, success is a transaction. You put in the work, the world pays you. You put in nothing, you get nothing. It's that simple. You don't get to skip the grind and still win. You don't get to half-ass your way to the top and expect the same rewards as the people who gave it everything. The game doesn't work like that. The market rewards value. And value is created through effort. No effort, no reward. Stop crying and start working. The cold hard truth: nobody is coming to save you. No billionaire is going to knock on your door and hand you a check. No magical opportunity is going to fall into your lap while you're scrolling on your phone. If you want something, you go out and take it. That's how this works. The world doesn't reward wishful thinking. It rewards relentless execution. The people who win aren't the ones with the best ideas. They're the ones who act on them. So ask yourself, are you a thinker or a doer? Because only one of those gets paid. Here's a reality check. Time is running out. Every day you spend complaining instead of building is another day wasted. Every hour you spend watching other people's success instead of creating your own is an hour you'll never get back. The clock doesn't stop, and the competition sure as hell isn't waiting for you. You think you have forever to figure it out? Wrong. The longer you delay, the harder it gets. The market doesn't pause for anyone, so either you start now or you stay broke. Your choice. Let's talk about fear, because that's the real reason most people never take action. They're scared to fail, scared to look stupid, scared to put in the work and still lose. But here's the brutal truth. Fear never goes away. Winners feel it too. The difference? They move forward anyway. They understand that failure isn't the end. It's the tuition you pay for success. Every loss is a lesson. Every mistake is feedback. But if you never start, you never learn. So ask yourself, what's worse? Failing and learning, or never trying at all? It all comes down to one question. How bad do you want it? Are you willing to do what others won't? Are you willing to grind when everyone else quits? Are you willing to take full responsibility for your life instead of blaming the world? Because if you are, the rewards are limitless. But if you're not, then enjoy staying exactly where you are. The world doesn't reward excuses. It rewards action. What's it going to be? Let me tell you a hard truth that will change your life if you let it. Your comfort zone is a prison. That cozy little bubble you've built around yourself, it's not protecting you. It's suffocating your potential. Every minute you spend in that warm, familiar place is another minute you're betraying your future self. The greatest lie ever sold is that comfort equals happiness. No, Comfort equals stagnation. Comfort equals mediocrity. Comfort is what keeps you broke, weak, and dependent while the warriors of this world are out there conquering it. You want to know why most people never get rich? Because they prioritize feeling good over being great. They'd rather binge Netflix than build a business. They'd rather sleep in than skill up. They'd rather collect a paycheck than create wealth. And then they wonder why their life never changes. Here's the brutal reality. Success demands discomfort. It requires you to do what weak people won't, to wake up when you're tired, to work when you're unmotivated, to push when you want to quit. The path to greatness isn't paved with pillows. It's lined with obstacles designed to test your hunger. Let me break this down in terms even the laziest person can understand. Your brain is wired for survival, not success. It will always choose the easy path because that's what kept cavemen alive. But we're not in the jungle anymore. We're in the concrete jungle where the rules are different. Here, the safe choice is often the dangerous one. Playing it small, avoiding risk, staying comfortable. That's how you guarantee a life of struggle. Meanwhile, the people willing to embrace discomfort are the ones who own everything. They understand what you don't. Growth only happens at the edge of your abilities. Here's a wake-up call. Your current life is the result of your comfort tolerance. Still broke? That's because you won't endure the discomfort of learning high-income skills. Still overweight? That's because you won't endure the discomfort of the gym. Still lonely? That's because you won't endure the discomfort of social rejection. Every problem you have right now exists because somewhere along the line, you chose comfort over the solution. The good news? This means you have the power to change it, but only if you're willing to get uncomfortable. Let's talk about pain, because that's what really separates winners from losers. Most people run from pain their entire lives. They numb it with distractions, avoid it with excuses, and medicate it with instant gratification. But champions, they understand pain is the price of admission. They know that the burn in the gym builds the body, the stress of the grind builds the bank account, and the sting of failure builds the mindset. While you're hiding from discomfort, they're leveraging it as fuel. Ask yourself, are you using pain as an excuse to quit or as motivation to keep going? And time for some tough love. Your addiction to comfort is making you weak. That snooze button you keep hitting, that's weakness. That fast food you keep eating, that's weakness. That fear of rejection keeping you from shooting your shot, that's weakness. And the world smells weakness like blood in the water. The game of life rewards the strong, those willing to endure what others won't. You think luxury cars, private jets, and freedom just fall into people's lap? No, they are earned through thousands of hours of doing what average people consider too hard. Here's the ultimate truth. You only get one life, one shot to build something incredible, one chance to leave your mark. And every day you spend chasing comfort is a day you're stealing from your future self. The choice is simple, but not easy. Stay comfortable and watch life pass you by, or embrace the struggle and claim your throne. Remember this, the temporary discomfort of discipline is nothing compared to the permanent pain of regret. So what's it gonna be? A life of ease and mediocrity, or a life of challenge and triumph? The decision is yours, but choose wisely, because comfort is the silent killer of dreams. Let's cut through the bullshit right now. Money doesn't give a damn about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired, if you're scared, or if you don't feel like it today. Money obeys one law and one law only. It moves toward value. And value isn't created by wishing, hoping, or complaining. It's created by hustle. The brutal truth? If your bank account is empty, it's because you haven't provided enough value to the marketplace, period. No excuses, no sob stories. The universe doesn't reward potential, it rewards action. So either you start putting in the work or you stay broke, your choice. You want to know the difference between the rich and the poor? The rich understand that money isn't magic, it's math. Every dollar you earn is a direct reflection of the value you've delivered. No value, no money. It's that simple. The broke masses sit around waiting for luck or opportunity to strike, while the wealthy are out there creating opportunities through sheer force of will. They're not smarter than you. They're not luckier than you. They're just working harder than you. While you're debating whether to start today or tomorrow, they've already closed 3 deals. That's why they're winning and you're not. Let me break this down in terms even the laziest person can understand. Money flows like water. It doesn't sit still. It doesn't wait around. It moves constantly toward whoever is adding the most value at any given moment. Right now, money is flowing to the people who are hustling while you're hesitating. It's going to the ones who are grinding while you're complaining. It's being earned by those who are executing while you're still doing research. The market doesn't care about your plans, it cares about your results. So ask yourself, are you a spectator or a player? Because only one of those gets paid. Here's a reality check. Time is the ultimate currency. Every second you waste is money you'll never earn. Every hour you spend distracted is wealth you're giving away to someone else. The top earners in this world don't have more hours in the day than you do. They just use theirs better. They don't scroll mindlessly. They don't binge Netflix. They don't make excuses. They hustle, they build, they dominate. While you're stuck in analysis paralysis, they're out there making moves that compound into fortunes. The choice is yours. Waste time and stay broke, or leverage every minute and get rich. Let's talk about speed. Because the game has changed. The old rules said you had to climb some corporate ladder for 30 years to make real money. Not anymore. Today, fortunes are built in months, not decades. But here's the catch. You have to move fast. The market rewards speed. It rewards aggression. It rewards those who strike while everyone else is still thinking about it. The broke crowd waits for the perfect moment. The winners create the moment. They don't wait for permission. They take what's theirs. So ask yourself, are you moving at the speed of money or the speed of excuses? Here's the cold hard truth. No one is coming to save you. No billionaire is going to hand you a check. No lottery ticket is going to solve your problems. If you want money, you have to go out and take it. That means selling when you don't feel like it. That means working when you're tired. That means pushing through rejection, failure, and doubt while weak people quit. The rich aren't rich because they're special. They're rich because they endured what the weak couldn't. They outworked, out-hustled, and outlasted everyone who gave up. That's it. That's the secret. Now, what are you going to do about it? At the end of the day, it all comes down to hunger. How bad do you want it? Are you willing to do what 99% of people won't? Are you willing to grind when everyone else is sleeping? Are you willing to face rejection, failure, and discomfort day after day until you win? Because if you are, the money will come. It has to. The universe rewards relentless effort. But if you're not willing to pay the price, then enjoy your broke life. Money flows to those who hustle. So what's it going to be? Excuses or empire? The choice is yours. Now get to work.